Welcome to Tales from the Caveside, where Lillian and Chris, we bought a cave house and finca on the outskirts of a small Spanish town. Follow us as we learn to renovate and create a home that we will be proud of.
So there is a plus and a minus side to recycling things that you kept when you took bits apart in the caves.
Yeah.
The plus side is recycling, reuse, awesome, save the planet. The negative side is the amount of cleaning it takes.
I know, but as some would say, well, why don't you clean them before you stack them?
Well, we didn't know at the time whether we were actually going to reuse them or we're going to let somebody else have the joy of cleaning them and reusing them.
And I'd say life was hectic enough at the time.
There is that too. So while Chris is busy cleaning those bricks, I'm just going to start an all-bran cake. Very old recipe. It's actually one of Chris's recipes that he remembers. And really easy to make. Your measures are just done from any cup, whatever cup you've got. So for every cup of, I'm using Mercadonald's own all-bran called fibre sticks. So your fibra sticks. For every cup of that, you add a cup of sultanas. I've actually got still some Tesco sultanas. The recipe calls for a cup of sugar, but we actually use a third of the amount of sugar, and a cup of self-raising flour, and for every cup, 1 egg. So really, really simple.
Tiles laid out, more or less. Not long enough to have them complete, so they've got to be all cut down. And I worked it out, it's about 5 centimetres off each one. Disappointing, but there you go. But it doesn't matter, because when I lay the bricks on the back, I've got to make up 5 centimetres at the back.
Nice one.
So that works. Or 5 and yeah, it's about that anyway.
Okay.
So that's awesome. That's the rest of them all cleaned up. Yeah, there's loads of dirty ones. That's all fire from when it was a fireplace. They won't clean up. I don't even contemplate on trying to clean them up either.
No.
Because there's going to be a fire there. So definitely haven't got enough. Don't know how many we're going to need. I think we're looking at about 40.
Okay.
More. So we've saved ourselves a lot of money because these tiles work out at about €1 each.
Yeah.
Depending on where you go. I'm sure the big box stores are cheaper, but by the time we've gone all the way to a big box store to find out that they're cheaper, it's cost us all that money in petrol and time anyway, so there's no point. Anyway, and also don't mind paying a little bit extra to support local business in the town.
So you've made all your cuts. Pattern was laid out.
Yep.
Going to mix some glue.
Yeah.
And go for it.
And go for it, yes. We've got weather coming, so I've made a decision on how big those cuts should be. I've just done a trial fit, and they might be a bit too big, but by the time I get them down, they might not actually be big enough. But it's going to have to be what it is, because I'm not using electric tools outside.
Correct.
And I'm not grinding in here.
No, thank you. I'm not going to be able to record much of this, because there's not a lot of room here.
No.
With all the stuff.
And also, there's not a lot of light either.
No.
You can see enough with my eyes, but it might not pick it up on the camera. So, right.
We have to get the first one going down on camera.
Yes. Right, I just have to get it level. And then make sure it's level. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this line first. And it's miles off. Okay.
Okay, we'll come back and show you as it progresses.
Yes. It's gone so well so far, but now the room's recorded, you can guarantee it'll go wrong.
Oh, you defeatist thing, you.
Yes. Don't put too much in. Ow, just hit my own finger. Right. Do the same as did that, all the rest of them. Oh. Smiles out down, I thought it was. There you go, look, I did it again. I messed it up that end when I was filming, and I've done all the rest of them fine.
It's my fault, I better go away.
Yeah. Oh, it's very thirsty work doing
My
this.
dad, I just went on the phone to my dad and he says you need a beer for working so hard.
How does he know?
He's clever, isn't he?
He's a mind reader, that bloke. Especially with his new hip.
Exactly.
Right, I'll fix this and then I can get the rest of them done then.
Okay, as per instructions, never say I don't do what my daddy tells me to do.
Go away quickly. Oh, thank you. I didn't know that was there. Oh, what a surprise.
What do you mean go away quickly?
I was just about to start putting bricks down again and you came with the camera and I thought...
Go away quickly
Go away
before they
quickly,
go wrong.
yeah. Oh, that's a nice bag. Cheers.
Cheers. This has been soaking for a good long while. I'm now ready to add 2 cups of flour. I've only got plain flour at the moment, so I've got a bag of raising agent and 2 eggs. And then I'll pop it in the oven and we'll be good to go. Did the beer help? Did it lubricate?
Not really, because I had a lot. But yes. That gap there to there, when I measured it with a cup, that was, I could put my finger in. But now they're all in and they're all quite tight. Tight, 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 tight. And you can see how they're all slightly different lines. But I don't care, that's part of the charm actually.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be perfect. If you're paying somebody thousands to do it, you'd expect it to be perfect. But I'm paying myself for it to do it. But look, you might not be able to see, but level is level.
Nice one, well
Yes.
done.
That's important so that the sausages don't roll off.
Of course.
Pardon me.
Or the topping off the pizza.
What? What pizza? You don't put pizza in this.
You can put a pizza on that. Once you bring the coals across, you warm it up, you shove it away, and you can cook pizza on that as
Yeah,
well.
well, the heat disappears, but the idea is you have it in a dome for a pizza. Unless you mean an Argentine matambre pizza.
A matambre pizza, absolutely.
I'd like to try that actually, it looks really, really nice.
On the theme of no wastage, there was a little bit of fire cement left in the bucket, so Chris has started on the back wall.
Yes.
Not going to make any more, but didn't let any go to waste, which is the idea. Awesome.
That's it. Now I've got to get a wet cloth and wipe these over, which will ruin it for using on anything else other than these fire bricks now.
Yes.
And then just get the leaves off.
And here they are at the oven. That amount of mix made all of this. That one took 40 minutes at 160 degrees. That one took an hour at 160 degrees. Best served, sliced with a little bit of butter and a nice hot beverage of your choice. Looking forward to that.
So I'm back. I don't know, I must have picked up a bug or something, but past couple of days have been horrendous. My stomach and everything. I don't know, no idea. But anyway, I'm good enough now. I'm going to get on and get the rest of these fire bricks done. Hopefully get it all done. But Lillian's got to go and get some more fire bricks. So hopefully she'll get them and we'll be able to get it finished. So I've got this far, so far. Lillian's just come back. Problem with these bricks is, as we said before, they're slightly different dimensions by a couple of millimetres. Obviously it matters, so I'm having to prop a couple up to lift them so they all match. No matter, by the time I get to that end, I'll have to cut one down. But we'll see. Anyway, Lillian's back.
So, exciting things you do on a Saturday morning. I've just come back from the tip with various bits that had to go there. And there's lots and lots of greenery. Everybody's cutting their olive trees and all sorts of other things. And, oh, I also made a trip to the boy. There you go, star.
It would be illegal not to.
It would be illegal not to. And somebody has had a load of yuccas cut. Now, I was very tempted by yuccas at the garden centre recently, but I wasn't paying that sort of price. So I had a word with Carmelo, who's the guy who's in charge of the tip on Saturday, and I said, can I have some of these bits, please? He said, yes. Do you want yuccas? I said, yes. He said, oh, you buy that at the garden centre, ignore the flower stalk, that'll probably cost you about €80. I said, yes, I know. He said, right, take it home, make a fresh cut to get rid of anything that's dry, and then hit this with a hammer, smash it up.
Well, we can do that.
Stick it in water for 2 weeks. Don't worry if any of the leaves die off.
Okay.
And it'll grow roots. And you just pot it up.
Excellent.
So I have 3.
Yeah, well, that wasn't exactly the fire bricks I was expecting.
I came home with yuccas and not fire bricks.
Okay,
so I'll leave these and I'll go and get some fire bricks.
Okay. So, Lillian's back. Just taking these out the boot of the car. That poor car, we need a van really, don't we?
No, we do.
Hopefully this is never the end. But yeah, these are slightly different, but they're also more uniform. So that's brilliant for what we want to do. Considering
Absolutely.
I'm battling with those up there, as you saw. So we'll get these up when we've got the other ones on, and then we've got somewhere to put these. So
yeah,
they're safe where they are at the moment on top of this kitchen.
And these, we had a big discussion down at the builder's merchant. They do 2 different sized barbecue bricks. They call them barbecue bricks, which are the cinder block type, the new modern type, and in 2 different sizes.
Yeah, they're the vermiculite ones, aren't they?
Some,
what people put in barbecues and fire.
Exactly.
Fireboxes.
And I said, no, that's not what I'm matching, and I'm matching to what's already here that we've recycled. And he went, come around the back of the building, back of the building, back of the building. He said, you mean these with a frog? I said, yes.
And you actually called it a frog? Did he actually say frog, but in Spanish, obviously? Yes. Huh, okay.
And he said he called these Andalusian fire bricks, but when I went into the shop to pay for them, well, to add them to the bill, she called them refractory bricks.
Yes.
So the others are barbecue bricks, and these are refractory bricks in my local builder's merchant.
Yeah, I know these as refractory bricks.
Yeah, me too. But I would have also called the new ones refractory bricks too, because they're sort of used in fires.
Yeah.
Anyway, not important. Important thing is we've got them. As you can see, I've trimmed off some of the leaves there. I've cut off what was the flower stalk. It's in there. These are some of the leaves. Let's go back to the tip now with the extra leaves, don't I? I'll do this one next. Dogs know. He said, as and when you put this in the water, if these leaves start to dry up, it's not a problem. What you need to keep an eye out for in this particular case, that's the important shoot. So I'm probably going to take some more of these leaves off, give me a bit more to go into the water, and obviously take the remains of this flower stalk off. So when I was at the tip, I chose this little one to give it a go, and the guy who was helping me, Carmelo, gave me this huge one and this huge one, which if they take off, I'm going to have to get huge pots for. But we'll cross that bridge. Freya, no. I'm having to guard my bits of off-cut because the dogs want them. So, as instructed, I am now going to I've cut the edges off, and he said, do that. So, I'm going to put these in my bucket of water. Get the dogs back out of the patio because they're not allowed here, and these are far too interesting. Right, dogs, come on, let's go out the way. Well, it's green for now, if nothing else. Right, let's go see how Boss is doing with those bricks. Let's go. Go home. Home. Let's go. Go home. I've just finished beating up yucca stalks and putting them in water. How are you getting on?
I've just put on the last 2 outside edges here. That's where we're stopping because we're filling that up. I want to get hopefully from the brick off cuts, which we've got a couple down there, cut a piece here so it just overlaps a little bit there to do that bit, so it's just looks like a mantle, so to speak.
Yes.
I'm ready for the new bricks now.
Okay.
We've got those broken ones there. I'll use them probably for doing that. I've got those 3, and it'll just look wrong with 3 old bricks, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
And the rest of them new. So if we do it like that, and then just put the new ones up.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah.
Looking really good.
I know. I did mess up in that corner. I thought I had it all level, but it actually dropped off or it sunk or whatever. Anyway, for whatever reason, that corner was wrong. It's now fixed. I've just built it up with a little bit of extra mortar there. It's not structural, it's a tile, so it's not going to matter.
If you hadn't told anybody, I don't think anybody would have noticed. So yeah,
Well, you might have done when you look over there, there's hardly any, and then there's a bit of a lump there, but it doesn't matter.
And once it's full of charcoal and all the rest of it, everything's going to blacken up anyway, so you're not really going to notice.
Exactly.
Awesome.
But just being honest.
Yeah, I know, that's what I just said.
Yes.
Well done. Looking
Thank you
good.
very much. Now, I've got all those cuts there to do on the back, like I wanted to do.
Yep.
But the side, it won't work with the sides. But I don't know how to do that. I don't think it'll matter that much, because to be fair,
Yes.
it's that bit anyway.
So he's talking about these offcuts that are saved.
Yeah, I don't want to do it with the new bricks for no reason.
Yeah.
Because again, you bought on sale or return.
Yes.
If you know what I mean, yeah.
If the pattern doesn't match for the next ones going up, that's what you mean, is to keep going. It won't matter. Well, Chris is doing his barbecue and fetching bricks and all sorts. A while ago, I bought this from that flat pack people, and they reckon I'm going to have to need help to put it together, and I can ring them up to put it together. What I actually did was, whilst it was in pieces, it was linseed oiled to treat it all, and I'll get this built. Keep me out of mischief.
Done it. Anyway, it's fixed. It's a feature, like a tan line, or bikini line or something.
That'll do. Whatever descriptive word you want to use, that'll do. Bikini line, oh my goodness. Okay. Lunch is ready.
Thank you. I've got to get these on because of the mix.
Okay.
It'll be a few minutes, but not many. Look at that.
Nice.
I know. And they're sticking.
Oh, I'll step away because I usually jinx these things.
I know you do.
I'm off. I'm off.
Exactly.
Whilst he's out cutting a brick, we can get in here and have a look properly. Look how well he's doing. It is looking fantastic.
And I've just come to a non-shall pass. Oh no, it's an impasse, isn't it?
Yes.
Need to cut out for that corner over there. So there's one brick just stood there.
And it actually needs to go back. And it needs to be cut. Well, it'll be like that to suit this angle. And because it's a brick, it's broken Chris's head. He can do it with tiles. We can both do it with tiles, but he reckons I can do it with bricks and he can't.
Yes.
So I'm going to measure it.
Told you it was easy. You don't know what you're panicking for. God, these bricks are sucking up the water like mad.
Yeah.
I think I've got enough mix to do this one. I'll have to do some more.
When you had that brick in the water, it was sucking up water and making squeaky noises. She had her nose in the bucket, but her back legs as far back away as possible.
I know. The noisy thing might bite you.
Okay, the light is awful. Chris, you can see when you're actually up close, Chris has been dealing with the light up close. I haven't bothered to go and get the other light. He has finished with fire bricks.
Now I'm just making a mess.
It's late on Saturday evening, but well worth it. That bit is done, and he's done an awesome job.
Yes, thank you very much. It's been quite difficult. We're running out of the product.
Yes.
So.
But then finished it off with lime, which we double checked online is absolutely fine. And look, we've got, you can't really tell. Tell you what, leave him to clean up.
And then
I think I'll get him a
barbecue.
I'll get him a well-earned beer for Saturday evening. I'll cook him some supper and we'll come back in the morning and show you what it actually looks like.
Yeah.
So I promised you last night I would show you what the barbecue looks like in the daylight, because we didn't have much daylight late last night when Chris finally finished. And here we are. So the bricks are all on. We've given them all a really good tap and they're nice and solid. What you really couldn't see what he was doing last night was this layer here. It's very difficult to see last night, but that is now well and truly on. And as I said, tap them and they're all lovely and solid. So it was really, really good day's work yesterday.
So what I want to do is get the tubes up there. Would you high winds but no rain for a number of days? So that's mega, that's what we want. So I need to break out the blocks on the other side and we'll actually show you the difference in height. I've taken the measurement from standing here to where the tubes will go out up there, and it's 3 meters 25 centimeters, more or less, a centimetre either way. But what I also want to do is have a cap for these tubes. So I've measured this part. I'm going to cut it in half and then cut along this line and then open it out. Mainly because if we bought the top hats that generally fit on them, the distance where they overlap the pipes would be too much and they'd interfere with each other. So I'm just going to make a cowl that goes on the top. So now I need to cut along here. See how it goes.
I wasn't recording, but at the last cut it just went bing, popped open.
Yeah. So basically, the idea is, because the tubes are the same size, is now you want to screw them together like this.
So a screw goes in there, screw goes in there,
Yeah.
and you end up with this top hat.
Yes, but it'll overhang, obviously.
It'll overhang like that to allow a minimum amount of water ingress.
It shouldn't have any.
Well,
If I have the overhang correct, that's the outside.
crazy, isn't it?
And then just reach. So however that applies, we've got the tape measure. Anyway, what I want to do, make these holes bigger. That tube down there a bit more. I don't lift it too hard. We're going to burn the thing. Right, first test fit. I put the double barrel things on. And we've got yes. That one side's tightened down, so I'm going to have to move it a little bit. There. Okay. Right. This overlap is just sticking out too far. I can't push the pipe all the way back.
Oh, okay. I've put longer bolts in the side of that because it's pushing it against the top anyway, so it won't wriggle.
Now, I don't think these screws are long enough. We might have some work. Yeah, they're not long enough. See, it's not designed to have this.
No, but don't want to start.
Want to damage that.
I was about to say, don't want to start chipping away at that.
I'm putting a dent in the pipe.
Okay.
And that'll fix it. Right, I flattened it, but it's flattened on the wrong side. Right. Try again. I may need to do it a little bit more.
Okay. So, if in doubt, brute force and ignorance.
There's not many more ignorant than me. I need a screwdriver. I don't have one. I was only doing a test fit. Anyway, that works.
Don't lose that screw down in this.
In
never find in the abyss. We'll never find it.
No. Right. So what I need to do now is dent that pipe in the same place as this one.
Yeah. Looking the part, I'm impressed.
I know, but I'm thinking now I might not take them back down because that'll just struggle.
I was just going to say.
Clamps, but we'll see.
So, more of the same. Show you when it's done.
Yes.
Well, much as Chris is doing an awesome job here, we'll come back to that in a minute. Look at that really weird cloud.
It reminds me of a round thing.
I know. Really random.
Yes. Okay, well, they're solid. So what I need to do now is attach that cowl, and then we've got to backfill all this lot.
Yes.
Around. I was intending to do it without all this together, but this was such a nightmare with having to fettle the pipes. It made them too wide, and these. Anyway, long story short, they're staying where they are. I'm not undoing them again. It's just a shame that backfilling this. It's not going to be that difficult actually. There's hardly any space, hardly anything, and it doesn't matter if it's round and proud.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well done, you. Yeah. That was a battle.
I've never actually looked at these windows, roof windows, from this side.
Oh yeah.
Absolute joke.
Yeah.
There's like a flashing plate that's meant to be inside. It's not. It's outside.
Yeah. They were an absolute joke for a professional company.
No, they call themselves professionals.
And they charge prices as professionals.
Yes. Unfortunately, you can't badmouth people who spend like that because you can get into trouble.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'll pass you the camera. You can show people. It's been a while since I've shown them what state that's in.
Yeah. That flashing there is meant to be under this. They didn't bother. Where there's a line there, what they was meant to do was release that from the foam and then slide the flashing under, and they didn't. These are actually not meant for a roof, and they said yes they are, and they're not. Anyway, so such is our life here. So yeah, it's a company that's not too far away from us, but lots of people seem to love it, so we must have just caught them on a bad year. Got these screws. We had to buy this box of them when we was doing the plasterboarding with a metal frame.
That's right, we couldn't just order, I don't remember how many we needed.
Yeah, we had to buy a box of 1,000.
Yeah.
Anyway, self-tappers. So I pre-drilled the holes into that. I've now got to change this end to a screw. Not losing that because I'm going to need it again. So what I shall do is I shall fit it from the back because I can't do it any other way first.
Yeah. We do eventually have to monocap all this wall the same way as that wall's been done, and obviously now we're going to seal around these tubes so vapours don't come out round about. The whole point is for them to go up. But in between these two tubes, he's got a hand small enough to monocap in there.
Or is just not going to bother?
It's just not going to bother. Throw a bit in.
Yeah, see if it sticks, it sticks. If it don't, it don't.
Exactly.
Okay, right. Talking about mix to seal, we better get a mix to seal. These.
I know. That is absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Well done you, because you told me about what your plans were, etc., and I've sort of visualised it, but that is brilliant.
Yeah. If the smoke doesn't evacuate quick enough, which it should, what I'll have to do is just sort of like unscrew the screws and just drill 2 more holes a little bit lower down.
Yeah.
And then pass the screws back through and use the original screw holes as opposed to struggling.
Okay.
But it's got plenty. It's got absolutely plenty.
Yes, it has.
It doesn't matter how the rain comes in. There's no rain going to go in there.
No.
But let's get them done. Actually, could you do a small mix of yeso?
Yes.
Please. And
Whilst you've got these tools, you see these other 4 holes here, we've actually got grills on the inside. We didn't have grills on this on the inside. I'll show you inside in a second. But could you just make these a little bit bigger so we get a bit more air movement, please?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll go make some yeso.
yes, please.
So those are the 4 holes that I just said to Chris, could you make them a bit bigger? On this side we've got a grill, and behind the grill there is a mosquito netting to stop things coming through. But the whole idea is for this area to have air movement, air bricks, as every building should. Oh, sounds like he's doing it. I'll sort out some yeso now.
Done. Sealed up, lovely.
Indeed.
Yeso is gypsum based, so therefore will not be affected by the heat, but it does like moisture, so we are going to have to cover it with something in good time. But for now, that's that.
Good job.
That says
very well done. Yeah, happy with that. Very happy.
Yeah, can't wait to later on and maybe have a little mini fuego.
Oh, light a fire and just make sure it works.
Yes. So it's the next day. We've left it a while, but was on with something else, which you'll see in the next video. Oh, yes. So I'm going to light a fire. I've got these are all bits of almond cuttings. So I've got, obviously, we all know about making fires. So I'll get that done. I'm doing it with the smoky, in the hope that it produces a lot of smoke as well, because we want to look outside.
Yes.
So let's get it done.
Well, being outside, you can't really see anything coming out of the chimney at the top. Obviously it is. But look at that. You can see how the fire is being drawn to the back and up. And then that way. So it's doing its job, which is brilliant. Always knew it would, but there's always that little bit of concern, isn't there?
The thought of standing here on a really, really hot summer's day doing a barbecue to stay out of the sun, it's hot.
Yes, it is. However, less hot than it is outside in the blazing sunshine.
I don't know, I'm hot now, stood here.
Yeah, but you can have a fan plugged in, there's electricity just there. You can't outside.
No. When you want smoke, you can't have it. When you don't want smoke,
I know, what's it all about? No, I don't want it to smoke. Oh, whoops, here we go. No, definitely nothing to see here. Doesn't help with the wind blowing as much as it is. Look at the bamboo. Just blowing everything away straight away anyway. But nothing to see. However, the kitchen isn't full of smoke, so it's definitely doing its job. And I am a happy bunny. So as you can see, we've got a bit of smoke happening now. We've tried everything. Fresh greenery, wet kitchen roll, bark. But there just isn't enough to be able to see it outside because we've got such a windy day and it's just blowing it straight away. So to that end, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, hit that thumbs up, consider subscribing, and comments always welcome below. And just a little extra, thank you to there's a couple of people who've started right back at video 1 and they're going through the whole journey all over again, and I'm getting comments on them. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy them. We do that every so often, check back on things, and can't believe how far we've got. So thank you again.